Welcome to Corporals Corner. Today we're going to carve basic notches, so stick around. The ability to carve notches is an important task that you must master in order to complete several camp needs. So today I thought I'd talk about 3 basic notches. Now the first notch we want to talk about is called a stake notch. And a stake notch is sometimes referred to as an L7 notch. It's primarily used for making tent or tarp stakes, as well as making primitive trapping and snaring components. To carve your stake notch, all you're going to do, you tapered one end right here. Now on your opposite end, go down about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. And you're going to make what's called a stop cut. And a stop cut causes another cut to stop against it. So to do that, all you got to do is take your knife, and again, go down about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. Let's just say right here. And what I'm going to do, using my baton, I'm going to smack my knife and I'm going to baton into this about 1/3 the diameter of my stick. So here we go. If you can see that right there, it's about 1/3. I'm going to go ahead and remove my knife. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back at a 45-degree angle starting right here. And I'm going to remove my material towards my stop cut. Then go ahead and clean it up. And there you go. Now if we want to go ahead and finish carving our stake, we already have our stake notch, our L7 notch right here. All I'm going to do is go ahead and crown the top. Just like that. One last step. We have an angle right here. I want to put an angle at the top right here. Once you crown the top of your stake, you want to carve one last angle directly on the front of your stake. And you want to do that to try and match this previous angle. Just like that. Because what tends to happen is when you strike the surface of your stake with a hammer or an axe head, a shock wave is created and it runs through your stake. And what tends to happen is this material right here gets driven off. So you want to try to avoid that. Moving right along, let's talk about a basic V-notch. Now a basic V-notch can be used to secure a piece of cordage to a toggle, or even components for primitive trapping such as a Paiute deadfall or figure 4 deadfall. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and select your toggle, and then you want to make a toggle. I got this branch right here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to crown or taper my ends and create my toggle. Very simple. All you're doing is tapering or crowning the end, just like you would for a stake notch. Now from here it's pretty straightforward. All we're going to do is we're going to baton 2 stop cuts at a 45-degree angle, and they're going to stop against each other. So once again, taking my knife, I'm going to find about the halfway point of my toggle. Get my baton. I want a baton anywhere from 1/3 to halfway into my toggle. Do my opposite side. And then pop out the chunk. Go ahead and clean it up. Now here's a basic slip knot over my toggle into my V-notch. Pull it tight. If I want to, I can go ahead and put an overhand knot right here and make it a jam knot. And now for our last notch, the log cabin notch. The log cabin notch is primarily used for construction. It can be used to create an actual log cabin, furniture, pack frames, and lo and behold, once again, primitive trapping components. For our log cabin notch, all we're going to do is we're going to make 2 vertical stop cuts. And you want these stop cuts to be anywhere from 1/3 to 1/2 the depth of your stick. Just like that. Now, all you gotta do is go ahead and remove this material. There's a couple ways you can do that. You place your knife inside and gently try to raise one end. If that doesn't work, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and baton your knife in between your stop cuts. Very gently. And try and pop that chunk out. Just like that. Now go ahead and clean that up. Welcome back, that was good to go. Remember 2 things. 1, knife and saw safety when carving these notches, and 2, practice makes better. Thank you for your comments, views, support. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna catch you next time.